Evening everybody, and tonight we're going to take one of the water jackets off one of the jugs on a 1911, 12, 13 Cadillac 4-cylinder. We've removed the heads, which I did in an earlier video, and today, as I say, we'll remove the water jacket. There'll be a few breaks in the video because obviously I need to get the thing warm and you won't want to see it me playing around with an oxyacetylene torch for 10 minutes, so I will proceed. There's the start. Now this is one of which we took off last night. I've just brushed around it to clean it up. So in the vise there, and you'll see the ring sat here at the side. This is what we took off, and there is the copper jacket to come off it, and you'll see all the crud there that was inside it. That's what we expect to find in every one of these. So we'll come to the process of what we need to do. We'll look at the next one here. Here is the ring we're going to take off. As you can see underside here, this is where the copper is actually clamped between the ring and the jug itself, and we need to expand this ring. We're going to get it red, but only dull red, and then we have a small drift that we've just got out of the box that we put in front of us, and we're going to use the edge of that just to hit these edges here when it's hot enough to tap it down. And when it starts to go down, it shouldn't take more than maybe a minute to knock it off, and we'll video that once it's warm. Obviously the jug needs putting upright before we start. It's going to come off in this direction here, so we'll start to play a torch around here, and we'll come back to you when it's getting warm. Don't be too hot. Okay, you can see we're playing the flame on it now. We're going to try and start it off on the very edge there. Further around, George. Not going yet, there's too much heat on one side. We'll just place some more heat around the outside. You just keep filming, George, whilst I take some more heat to it. We're trying to get this just to be a dull red, around about 450, 500 degrees tops. I know it's difficult to determine the actual heat, but the adage is that if you can see it in twilight to be red, then it's probably hot enough. If you try and hit it too early, then it's not going to come off. I think we're going to give it another go in a second there, George. We're starting to get a glow on there now. We'll start with this side. So if you want to take the torch again, and I'll take the drift, and we'll see if it wants to move. And yes, it's starting to go down. And we'll chase it round. And you can see now it's starting to move. We'll put on this side a little bit, George. And we want to try and keep it even all the way around. So if you warm the back a bit there, George, it's a little bit heavy. Look around here, sir. And we'll just try and knock that bit down a bit. And we can now see it easing down. We're trying not to touch the copper. And to save boring you now, we'll complete this drop off, and then we'll do some more filming as we get it to the bottom over. So now we're just knocking it down. There's enough heat left in there at the moment to lower it down. We'll keep playing a bit more heat every now and again on it to just keep it warm, George. If you do allow it to shrink, obviously it will tighten up again on the copper, making sure we keep the heat away from the copper itself and only on the steel band. Quite tiresome, but we'll soon be off. Yeah. You remove the white, you just put the no, turn it off. We've blown the torch out now, so stop. Right, we're getting down to the bottom now, and another few hits, and that will drop off. And I think we're about to go. Yep. And then if we dropped off, I'll hold the camera because George has got the torch, and we'll turn the torch out, and George, you will just lift the pot off the ring. So you've got a glove on. It's heavy. Put it somewhere else. Before it burns you. Okay. And we'll just let that cool down a little bit now, and whilst that one cools down, we'll do another one, and we will just come back to you when we take the copper jacket off itself in a few minutes. Okay, we're now going to remove the jacket. This one's still warm, but they're better off if they're cold. We're going to warm the jacket up around where it's tight on the jug. So we're just going to warm that around. We're not going to get it too hot because obviously it's copper and we don't want any disasters. So, and George is going to give it a tap with his other hand, and it's going to start to come loose. That's it. Look, gently does it there, George, because it's kind of heavy. Let me just warm this other side again. And one tap that other way, George. Right. And he's going to pass with the camera now, and we'll watch him take it off in a second. Just wait a second. Okay, George, you want to just try and knock that off? That's it. Take it off and put it on the bench. Okay, and let's look inside that one. Oh yes. There we go. Another one that's full of rust. And if you look here at the pot, you see how the pot itself is also all corroded up, and we'll be cleaning that off and getting everything prepared before we put it back together again. And that is removing a copper jacket from a 4-cylinder Cadillac circa 1911, 12, 13, 14, thereabouts. That's all for today, guys. Goodbye from the UK.